Mike's Mail, episode 7. I never thought we'd make it here. I got schooled the other day, and when I said I never incorporate the rope, one person in the comments said, yeah, well, in England we have to walk back to the top of a cliff and, you know, go around a boulder. And the actual fact, yeah, I've had to do that an awful lot, and I did incorporate the rope that way, you know. And I got to the top of the cliff, and here's this forest, and Grandpa Tree is right here. Then might be tempted to do something like walk around it, and then, I don't know, just to be quick and dirty, I guess, clip this loop to my hard point. Seems pretty good. Pulling off this side, throw up my belay. And if I can keep the belay good and tight, then a body belay most time if pitch isn't too hard and I'm trying to get the day over with. I use the body belay a lot more than most people, I think. So yeah, in that case I do incorporate the rope. And there is another example. Now here's another classic example. I don't know how many times I've done this, where you get to the top of the route, you know, and you look around and you get on top and there's nothing there, but there's that big ass boulder. And if you have your rope, yep, I mean, it's pretty fair game, don't you think? Just to, how we throw this over. If you got the rope to do it, just wrapping this boulder around. You know, now that's an anchor. Slack. That's him, he says. Bang, you know, so yeah, those are all fair game. And this guy that schooled me in the comment section, he was right. Yeah, I've done this tons of times, or walked around the tree like hundreds of times. So yeah, you're right. You do incorporate your rope and an anchor. In this case though, for me, almost always it's like at the top of a route, it's the last pitch, and I'm just like throwing it on there and bringing the partner up, and then we're going to crack that 6-pack of beer, like the Eiger sanction scene. So yep, I stand corrected that you do use your rope quite often, but in my case, I think I was talking more in, you know, technical terrain where you're pitching it out and you can't come unroped, and you're going to keep on moving. So have to differentiate on that a little bit. You got to give me some leeway, all right? So, and then there was the one other fellow who was asking about, that's funny, Aven, and the donation fund to keep her out of a cubicle. No, the point, buddy, is to keep her so she can get a cubicle and have a normal life like your children. But you know, I think she's learning ninja stuff, because and her name came up. I was guiding the other day and talking to a client and about anchors, and then yeah, she came up. So well, in answer to your question is like, you know, what have I been doing for training? Well, I knew it, you know, if you're gonna go and get Aven and rescue her from ninjas, you're gonna have to know how to fight like a ninja. And so I went down to the local gym, and within about 3 months I was beating up a girl with a sore leg that was about 30 pounds lighter than me. So I thought, you know, I'm making good progress here, but something had to change after that, you know. Now I knew it just wasn't enough to, you know, beat a girl with a sore leg, so I had to train specific, because I know about science and sports and things, and so I couldn't get a ninja because they're hard to come by. I found a sushi chef And I figured he was about, you know, the right height, you know, because I don't think ninjas are that big. I'm not sure, but I don't think they are. And then, and this guy was about the right height, and so I chased him around the ring and hit him as hard as I could for a while. I think that's all, you know, part of my training. I got some more stuff going, but I can't tell you all about it now. I'll maybe just leave the next for the next issue of Mike's Mail. So I went to Rundle Rock yesterday, and I was just shooting some video for, you know, show some of the products that we sell here. And this guy, I come around the corner, and he had hooked up. He was soloing up, or not soloing, but he was rope soloing. And he had it hooked to a big rock at the base of his rope, and he was climbing up. He had one piece of gear in. He was up about 60 feet, down around 30 feet or 25 feet, so it was no good. And then he was jiggling around with this, and then there's a real hard roof, and he's only got this one piece of gear in. And I'm kind of watching there, and I'm going like, oh man, that's, you know, if that thing blows, that's pretty serious. You're going to land right here in front of me. And got to the point where I thought, you know, do you say anything? Like, it's an uncomfortable position to be in, like, to be interfering with somebody else's experience. And eventually I just got to the point where I couldn't watch it anymore, because I was certain that he was going to try and pull this roof, and then the piece, he wouldn't, and the piece would pull, and then I'd be like, have to deal with it. So anyhow, this is what happened. Is that gear good?
All right.
Fuck, man, you wouldn't want to fall from there.
Mom!
That fucking thing blows, you got nothing else, eh?
Yeah, it's a bit dicey.
I'd say. I'd just traverse out of there, dude.
Yeah.
Like, don't, if you don't get it, you're fucked, eh?
Yeah. Finding...
I was just shooting some videos for some promotional stuff for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Better option there. No. It wouldn't do you any good. So that's it. That's all the time I've got for Mike's Mail number. Are we on 7 already? Isn't that amazing, eh? All right. Till next time. See you in a week.